Hello, my name is Carina, and this is how I hacked the tube for the 2023 MIT STEM Challenge. However, before I elaborate on what this product is and how this relates to the theme Move, we must rewind to a few days prior so I can show you the different design processes that I had to go through and how I got to this finalized design.
Before I'm even able to start manufacturing my product or brainstorming on what I should do, I need to get clarification on the word hack or what it means MIT-wise. So according to MIT's website, hacks are impractical jokes made by students and are used to demonstrate technical aptitude and cleverness. So after watching numerous videos of students hacking their own tube, I came to a conclusion about two things. So the first thing is that the tube must be present in the engineering project in any way, shape, or form, and I must explain how I got to that point. So after I did basic research, I then created a mind map of the different ideas I had after hearing that the theme was Move. So as you can see in the red box, I decided on a catapult. So I then created a mood board of the theme catapult and took some existing ideas and projects of catapults, which I used in designing my own catapult.
After making the mood board, I came up with two ideas using different ways of catapulting an object. The first idea uses tension as a way to catapult the object, and I use rubber bands as a way of capturing and converting that tension into kinetic energy or speed. This required the user to pull the basket and let it go. The second idea pushed more on using the user's strength to catapult an object and had an object attached to an axle, which the user had to spin. For both ideas, the strengthening of the base was important, and I used triangulation in my ideas to ensure this. I ended up choosing idea 1 overall because of how it was less complicated to manufacture.
What I did first when starting to manufacture the catapult was that I cut the roll in half to use as cardboard strips. I then used the cardboard and rolled the sides for it to become the pillars of the catapult, and then copied the rest of my base design. After glue gunning all of the pieces down, I then started to work on the shooting mechanism in the bucket itself. I also made sure to use glue gun on my design, as most of the parts kept falling off. My first prototype ended up as a semi-fail, as most of the ammunition kept flinging backwards, or not as far as I hoped. After some careful consideration, I decided to remove the middle piece, or the middle part of the top piece. After seeing that the catapult was being more reliable, I also changed the placement of how the rubber bands were attached, as most of the time, the rubber bands would get twisted and cause the ammunition to go flying backwards. As shown in the video, I also had a hard time trying to keep the bucket on the catapult, which meant that I added a long straw placed vertically to stop the bucket from slipping off. Lastly, the usage of longer rubber bands enabled me to shoot further and with more power.